I'm finally doing it. Hey everyone, it's Rose and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm finally reading the Throne of Glass series by Sarah J Maas. And how could I not bring you guys along with me? This is going to be a spoiler-free reading vlog. So I just finished The Assassin's Blade. Now for anyone who's going to yell at me in the comments for not reading it third or fourth, it's done now, I've already done it. You can't take it back. I read it first for multiple reasons. I heard the first two books would be very confusing without doing that, and although people said the payoff was worth it, I can't be confused in fantasy books. It will put me straight off it. The other reason is I did have the ending spoiled for me. I knew exactly what was going to happen. I knew how it was coming. I'd had so many different ways that ending was spoiled for me that I knew every detail. So like, it wouldn't have the impact if I read it third or fourth. When I rated The Assassin's Blade 3.5 stars, it probably would have been a 4-star if that ending had taken me by surprise. And I just am so excited to get to this book. So I'm just going to read the blurb. If you've already read this series, maybe skip ahead 30 seconds. Lethal, loyal, legendary. In a land without magic, an assassin is summoned to the castle. She has no love for the vicious king who rules from his throne of glass. Title name. But she has not come to kill him. She has come to win her freedom. If she defeats 23 murderers, thieves and warriors in a competition, she will be released from prison to serve as the king's champion. Her name is Celaena Sardothien. The crown prince will provoke her, the captain of the guard will protect her, and a princess from a faraway country will befriend her. But something rotten dwells in the castle and it's there to kill. When her competitors start dying mysteriously, one by one, Celaena's fight for freedom becomes a fight for survival and a desperate quest to root out the evil before it destroys her world. That sounds good. I am about to get into bed. It is the evening, so I don't know how much reading I'm actually going to get done today. I'm going to start this book. Don't worry, it will be spoiler free, but I'm going to keep you updated. So I've just read the first 2 chapters. And so far we have met the Crown Prince and the Captain of the Guard, not the Princess. So the Crown Prince is none other than Dorian, and I know that name. I know he is important. And the Captain of the Guard is Chaol, and I know he's important. He gets his own book. Like, I may not know what goes on in these books, but I know the names of the characters, and so far don't have an impression of Chaol. I think I'm gonna like Dorian. I love this so much already, and I'm only 14 pages in. It's the next day. You probably can't tell because I'm still in my pajamas, but I do not feel good today, so it's prime time for reading in bed. I've got my caffeine. I've got a cookie. And I'm going to continue with this. Literally stopped after I updated you guys yesterday evening, so haven't made any progress without you, don't worry. So when she tried to escape from the salt mines, she killed 23 sentries, and now she's going into a challenge where she has to kill 23 assassins and thieves and stuff like that. Now I'm just wondering if that number is significant or it's just a coincidence, and adding her it makes 24, which is like a good even number for this challenge. It's giving Hunger Games. I am already in love with this book, and I've heard that like this is a lot of people's weakest book in the series, but I'm already loving it. I'm only like 25 pages in, and Sarah J Maas wrote this book when she was 16, I think, so a lot of people critique the writing style and say that it gets better as she gets older writing them, but I'm already loving the similes and metaphors. She does use a lot of ellipsis and exclamation marks, but I do not critique writing like that. I've only noticed it because I've heard so many people talk about it, but I do not care. One of my favourite series is the Zodiac Academy series, and I read that for vibes, not writing. I love this already. Like, I'm literally 22 pages in, and I'm already like giggling when I'm reading this book because I'm just so excited that I'm finally doing this. I really do like that I read The Assassin's Blade first because I'm already picking up things that I would not have picked up if I hadn't read it first. I'm making slow but steady progress. I am reading it quite slowly because I really want to take it in. I'm so happy right now that I'm doing this. Why did I put this off for so long? Okay, I'm on page 69 and I just want to read you this quote. By accident, her gaze slipped onto the king's face and she found his dark eyes staring into hers. The king smirked. Her heart threw itself backward and clung to the bars of her rib cage. Is that not just such good writing? Like, I don't understand why this writing gets critiqued so much. I am really, really liking it. Lighting is not it, though. I feel like I'm going to be updating you less and less because I can say less and less because this is spoiler free. But so good so far. I'm on chapter 10 and I'm just going to sit here for a while and make some more progress. I am reading this very slowly, but I want to devour it. I don't want to speed read it. I think that we have just met the princess that's mentioned on the blurb of this book. I am on page 95, chapter 13. Like we've already talked about, we met the crown prince and we met the captain of the guard, but then it also mentions a princess from a faraway land, a faraway country will befriend her, and we've just met a princess from Yule? I don't know how to pronounce that word, but it seems on the map to be pretty far away. So maybe that's the faraway land that the blurb's talking about. I don't really know, obviously. I am about 20% of the way into the book and I'm loving it. Like, oh, this book is so good. It is so fun. Liking all the characters so far. Well, all the characters I'm supposed to like. I obviously don't like the king. So, just reached chapter 14. At the end of chapter 13, we get Chaol's POV for the first time, I'm pretty sure. It was only a page, and this book is written in third person, but like third person following Selena. So many people hate him, but so far I'm loving him. I mean, I'm literally 100 pages into the first book. But I like him. I'm on page 104. I am just over the 100 page mark and only getting better. Only getting better. What? Chapter 23? What is going on? I am so intrigued right now. This book is getting so good. It has been quite a while since I last spoke to you. I took a break from reading this book and I am so back in it today. I've just hit chapter 24. We are on page 182. Where is that in this book? We're getting there. We're not halfway yet. Maybe like 35-40%. I am so intrigued by what's just happened. Like, what? Okay, gonna read some more tonight. My heart is pounding right now. What? Like, I get why that happened, but it is also so disappointing. Like, girl, you had your chance. Ugh. Damn it. What I've heard about this series, a lot of people don't like Chaol and think he's really boring. And I know Tower of Dawn is his book, and that's why there's the tandem read, and also why some people hate Tower of Dawn, because it's his book. I know I'm only on the first book, but I love him. Like, I think he's so... I don't know how to describe it, but I really like him. I don't think he's boring. Maybe he'll get boring, but like, I don't know. Like, I like the characters so far. I like Selena, I like Dorian, and I like Chaol. Something is going on. Well, she still very much wanted to kiss him. Does she now? Interesting. I sense a love triangle. It's not a love triangle yet, but there's definitely multiple people interested in the same person. Whether or not that person feels the same way, we shall see. That's my way of keeping this spoiler free for you guys, being as vague as possible, but if you know, you know. And if you know, then you know what's about to happen, and I don't. So I'm on chapter 25. I'm scared. The further on I get into the book, the harder it is to update you guys without spoiling anything, so probably won't be getting as many regular updates. There is a subplot and a hint of romance going on, and it is, I think it's a love triangle. I had no clue about that going into this book, so pretty surprising, but so far I really like the 3 main characters. I mean, obviously Selena is our main character, but I do like all 3 of the main characters. It went from 0 to 100 so quick. I'm so invested. I'm having such a good time, and I'm gonna definitely read quite a bit more today. Chapter 32, Dorian is like breeding dogs, I guess. And there's one there in the, like, I think he's raising them in stables, and there's one that won't have contact with humans, so it's gonna get put down because it's never gonna get like sold to a family if it doesn't want to be around humans. And Selena's just like, no, please, like, that is, what the hell, like, that's so cruel. And he's like, well, why do you care about this when you're an assassin? You kill people. And it's like, dude, you're telling me you don't know the difference between a little sweet little dog and these monsters that she kills? But then he does decide, like, he does say, if it matters to you so much, like, I'm not gonna put it down, I will look after it myself and I will find it a home, which was sweet, of course. The only way I can say this next bit without spoilers is to just not name the guy, but basically she's about to get asked out, but she's like in bed with bad period pains and he's just not taking the hint, and then she finally just vomits from pain all over the floor and ruins the moment, and he like runs off. Come on, take care of her. I know that's not your job. There are people whose jobs it is to do that, but still. Currently on chapter 34, and when I tell you, the banter is so good. She moaned into her pillow, "Go away, I feel like dying." "No fair maiden should die alone," he said, putting a hand on hers. "Should I read to you in your final moments? What story would you like?" She snatched her hand back. "How about the story of the idiotic prince who wouldn't leave the assassin alone?" "Oh, I love that story. It's such a happy ending too. Why the assassin was really feigning her illness in order to get the prince's attention. Who would have guessed it? Such a clever girl. And the bedroom scene is so lovely. It's worth reading through all of her ceaseless banter." I'm finding it so funny. If a man ever said that to me about period pain in my life though, I would not be laughing. It would be a whole different story. But in this context, I'm giggling and kicking my feet. Dorian's Yulmus present to Selena. I'm sick. So cute. So cute. Definitely not my best look, but I literally just showered and I've put my hair up, so I'm gonna deal with it. It's the next day. I have about 90 pages to go. I'm on chapter 42 and we are at such a tense moment, and obviously, as I keep saying, this is spoiler free, so I can't tell you anything. I stayed up so late to read this. I really wanted to finish it, but my eyes were just closing and I knew I needed to be fully present to enjoy the last 90 pages of this book. Like, we are on a roll right now. Definitely finishing this today. I have some stuff to do now, but I'm gonna get it all out of the way so that I can read this. I don't know, honestly, like, how many updates I'm gonna be able to give you from now, and I think it would just be reactions, but I'm not going to be able to really tell you anything because I can't spoil anything, so I'm not sure what the rest of this video is going to look like. Got up, showered, went out, got some energy so that we can be awake and finish Throne of Glass by Sarah J Maas. I'm so chuffed, honestly, because when I was reading it I did think maybe this isn't for me, and then, like I keep saying, we hit the 200 page mark. And it's been so good. Like, we hit the 200 page mark yesterday, I'm pretty sure, or the day before. And like, my reading has picked up because I really want to know what's going on. This is the vibe today. What day is it? If somehow 2 days had passed and she'd missed the last test, It's only been 3 hours. Selena's shoulder's snagged. I don't know why. That made me giggle. What? I'm on the last chapter. Wanted my reactions on camera just in case. You could rattle the stars, she whispered. You could do anything if you only dared, and deep down you know it too. That's what scares you most. I'm unwell. Wait, there's another chapter! Okay, now I'm on the last chapter. Oh. Okay, I'm actually on the last chapter now. I just finished chapter 54. I thought that's where we were leaving it. No, there's a 55. I finished it. I just finished Throne of Glass. It was a nice ending, actually. There were quite a few things in the last few chapters I was like, I'm gonna rate this book 4 stars because it took me a while to get to the halfway point, and when I got there I was hooked. I'm moving on to Crown of Midnight immediately. I loved this. 4 stars. I've officially read the first book in the Throne of Glass series. I've also read the prequel, but you know, first full book. Oh my goodness. I'm so excited to be on this journey. That was my spoiler-free Throne of Glass reading vlog. Let me know if you've read this book, and if you have, what did you rate it? I'm really curious. Please do also let me know if you'd be interested in seeing more spoiler-free reading vlogs of the rest of the series. I won't do a book for each video because obviously the further I get on in the series, the less I'll be able to film while keeping it spoiler-free. So I'll do a few books in one reading vlog if you would like that. If you'd like to be notified when I upload, there is a notification bell to click down below. If you'd like to see more from me, please be sure to like and subscribe as I post new videos every single week. I hope you have a lovely day, and I will see you in another video. Bye!